Good evening, everybody. This is Valk from Dem Hobbies, and today I am bringing something informative to you guys. Today is the card of the week, and for me, this week is a card I actually don't play myself that often. It's really more so I've watched hype play the card, or I've gone up against it, not necessarily in the current state of the meta. And when I'm talking about this is before Forbidden Light's been released, that the card makes any kind of self plays, but it's really just more deck utility at the moment. The card I am talking about that is my card of the week is DuskWing Necrozma GX. Yes, this card is a very wonderful addition to current decks at the moment in the form of its its ability, Invasion, which it really just moves the active out of the way. It goes in combination with the Float Stone, so you see a lot of just rush into the active position to either reset an ability or get a non-attacker out of the way, and then he retreats, which is basically it. On the flip side of that, where's the pluses? Well, it's weak to darkness, so that's technically not a plus, that's a minus. We're not seeing a ton of dark attackers right now. We're just seeing a lot of hoop attacks, and the main dark attacker is really going to be Zorok. But outside of that, what else really do you see for dark? Nothing much really. So that's not the worst case, but it is something to kind of keep in mind. On the resistance side, he does have 20 resistance to fighting, so that is kind of a plus for your heavy hitting decks like your Buzzwolves at the moment. So that being said, why I chose DuskWing Necrozma and at this current time, why and I've chosen it is because of its future playability in conjunction with its current invasion body, which really makes more sense. There's just a lot of future things for it. It really stands to be almost a deck by itself. So for people who are paying attention and watching it, again, this is something that you could use currently in like a Metagross deck, where you are going to attach another psychic energy, possibly in a turn, but really it's more so steel. But right now, as it stands in the future, there's just so much more support for it. So this card its playability and importance will technically go up, and especially getting it now for a lot of people, while it doesn't really look appeasing, might be a more smart investment for some of you guys out there. So what am I talking about? For those of you who aren't aware or aren't paying attention, Forbidden Light, again, is a set that's right around the corner. What comes in Forbidden Light? A ton of Ultra Beast support. So what does that really mean for this card? Alright, let's first and foremost keep in mind that it's an Ultra Beast and it's Psychic. So that being said, in the future, it's going to get the Beast Energy, which is going to count for any kind of energy, and then add 30 damage to your Ultra Beast's attack. So its attack, sitting at a wonderful 120, will automatically be 150 with just that energy. Now you're thinking, it's a 3 energy attacker, how's this thing going to get off the ground in enough time to make that possible if you're attaching once per turn? You won't be. But let me not digress, I just want to continue on. So, DuskWing Necrozma, it's still not hitting that hard. What makes it so special? Again, its base attack, preventing anyone from really digging themselves out of a hole, is also something nice, but its big GX attack, if you use it, if you decide to use it anyways, is hitting for 180. 80 is technically a lot, and with one beast energy, 220, band 50, I mean you're talking about some pretty easy to get to scale numbers in terms of how this card will play out for most people. Where does this card still excel? It still has room to excel. The card that comes behind it that will probably sit in the deck with it as well is Ultra Necrozma. In the future, this will be a dragon type attacker. Its one attack is going to do Ultra Necrozma is a GX, let me just restate that. Dragon type attacker, so you have a different typing in the deck. It's Photo Geyser, if I'm saying that correctly, is a 20 damage attack, but it has an 80 multiplier on it. So, or not multiplier, but additive. The Psychic Steel attack And again, it is 1 psychic, 1 steel energy. Either one of those could be powered up for the said beast energy for another 30 damage. For every, you have to discard all of your psychic energies. For every psychic energy that gets removed, that attack will do 80 more damage. That's a lot. That is a whole lot. Its GX attack is a little wonky, but that's side note to it being a good complementary attacker. With that being said, now you losing all your psychic energies, well, you would be stuck in the active with no energies. Not necessarily. You can keep in mind that invasion would obviously get you out of the way into a position that is more beneficial to your actual support. So who would be the support? Malamar also coming out of this set. Malamar is a very wonky, believe 90 HP Pokemon. I don't have the picture in front of me, but his ability is what sticks out the most. This Malamar will have the ability that allows you to attach a psychic energy from your discard pile once per turn to one of your bench sitters. Who's a psychic attacker? Well, DuskWing Necrozma would be a psychic attacker, so it would make lots of sense that this card has its support there and ready. Behind that, let's increase the value of this card with its own deck being an actual thing. That's something that's, it can't be overlooked in the future. You're going to have a mysterious treasure that can search you out any dragon, the side attacker in the deck, or any psychic, sounds like a DuskWing Necrozma pull, out of your deck as an item card. That's amazing. What else could we do for this? Well, you can pull an Acerola, you can pull a Max Potion, any of those cards to really be a good supportive card and just reset. You attach your own psychic energy. If you can get 2 Malamars onto your bench, which should be very easy, there's stage 1 that's coming, that will be a bench sitter the entire time. Not to mention, Malamar himself is a psychic type in this set. Very easy to pull. It's not difficult to see where the evasiveness of this deck can really come from. I would also like to add on, you know, your other little attackers that would probably be prevalent in the deck. Oh, let's per se, again, like Tapu Lele, a psychic attacker. There was a colorless energy attack, very easy to power up, very easy to get ready. Oranguru, again, another colorless attacker that's sitting on the bench, very easy to power up, very easy to get going. There's even a Mewtwo that floats around there that's very easy to power up in this sense and very easy to get going. This deck has tons and tons and tons of playability in different ways. It's going to be up to us as the community to really figure out what that means in terms of play styles and what's best for this deck. But when it comes right down to it, I see DuskWing Necrozma as being a staple in the future for a lot of other decks and how they might run in terms of getting key resets, having various playstyles, having a quite decent, consistent attacker. The card is not going anywhere anytime soon, and I'm actually just more excited to see where this goes. So, for you guys out there, this is my card of the week, DuskWing Necrozma GX. Alright, this is Valk from Dem Hobbies. Don't forget to check out and look out for anything that we post or any updates that we do. I just want to keep in mind, everybody, we got our raffle at the end of the month, so just keep a lookout for our freebies, our giveaways, and anything else we got coming down. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.